What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is your review for the Real Housewives of Miami Season 6, Episode 1. So the ladies are back, and they are back on Bravo, right? We don't have to go over to Peacock. They are back on Bravo. So listen, we are starting this episode. Y'all know how these episodes start at the beginning of the season. We have to sort of regroup after what we all put ourselves through with the reunion. You know, we got to come back together. So Alexia is playing Peacemaker this season, well, at least this episode, because who knows where we're gonna end up. And we start off, we see that she's hosting a party, and then they sort of take us back to how we got to the party situation, right? Because everybody's at her house with, you know, with the ladies came with their significant others and all of that. So we see Alexia, that little jacket you have on in your confessional, it's cute, girl. I like it. It's cute. It's cute. I don't know how to describe it, and I'm sure it's a label on it, but it's cute. It looks cute on her. We see Alexia and Todd out on the beach, and we find out that Todd apologized to Anthony via a 9-minute video on Instagram. Now, I can appreciate the acknowledgement that you owed him an apology. I can even appreciate that you made a public apology because, listen, I am a firm believer in apologizing in the same way in which you violated somebody. So you violated him on a television show that everybody was going to see publicly. And so I can appreciate that you apologize publicly. I'm here for all of that. But what you say in 9 minutes? Because I didn't see the video. What did you say? Because, you know, I don't follow Todd. Okay. But, sir, what did you say in a 9-minute video? But neither here nor there. You said it. I'm appreciative that you said it, okay? Alexia is letting Todd know that, you know, look, I really want to bring the ladies back together. Like, I feel like, you know, we really do like each other. We had a rough year. Things were sad. New York was really, really bad. But I really want to bring the ladies together and find a way for us to make peace. Now, the look on Todd's face said, good luck with that. But I feel like, he's going to support his woman, right? So, then we go over to Dr. Nicole. Now, Dr. Nicole and her husband, boyfriend, fiance, whatever child, they sold their house last year. They bought a new home. Now, they've been staying at their vacation home on Fisher Island. Let me explain something. You got to be a different level of money when you just have a vacation house in the same city where you got your house. Now, I know Star Island is not the same as living in Miami proper. I've been down there. Look, I tried to sneak on Star Island. They wouldn't let me. Y'all got good security because they wouldn't let me sneak on there. But we tried. We really did. We tried. Yeah, they wouldn't let me get on there. Anyway, but they bought this new $22 million home that they're going to renovate. The house has a 15-car garage. It sits on like an acre on the corner right on the water. Listen, I'm not mad about none of it. I just want to be... Dr. Nicole, can we be friends? I just want to hang out. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want your money. I don't want you to buy me nothing. Can you just invite me to a party? Can I just ride around on the boat? I just want to hang out. Nicole, Dr. Nicole, I just want to hang out with you. Anyway. So we see Gertie came to visit, and her and Gertie, they're in a good space. It seems like they're cool. Gertie called Larsa fake. I'm gonna get to Larsa in a second because she felt like Larsa, after seeing the show back and seeing Larsa's confessionals and stuff, she felt like Larsa was smiling in her face and had a lot to say behind her back, and then she didn't really appreciate the way Larsa acted at the reunion. Now, while that is going on, we have Larsa and Lisa hanging out on the yacht. Let me tell you something. I'm sick of Larsa already. We ain't had but one episode, and she is on my good nerve. First of all, what I'm not going to do is do to her and Marcus thing all season. I don't care that much. I mean, I listen, y'all know my feelings on it. I think it's nasty. But who am I to tell? Look, you find love wherever you find love, okay? When I say nasty, I mean, they grown. But I mean, I still can't wrap my brain around the fact that you literally knew him when he was a little boy running around his daddy's ankles. I just can't get past it. But that's not me. It ain't my business. It ain't my relationship. She just irritates my nerves. Okay. She had the nerve. I'm fast forwarding a little bit, but she had the nerve to approach Gertie, talking about, why did you call me fake? Why did you call me fake? Girl, everything about you is fake. Your lips are fake. Your hair is fake. Your boobs are fake. Your booty is fake. Your teeth probably fake too. Girl, for you to be mad that this woman said that you were acting fake and you, though you were shading her ass in the cafe. Anyway, moving on, child. I don't have the energy for it. Lisa got herself a new man, you know, but she's still dealing with Lenny. Now, in current time, we know she done moved out that house and she got herself an apartment. But in filming time, she was still living in the house and she was contesting the divorce. I mean, because of the prenup. She's contesting the prenup. Let me tell you something. I 100% understand why people sign prenups. I do. And if I were to meet and marry a rich man, I'd probably sign a prenup too. Because I probably would. But Lisa, as much as it hurts me to say this, they're not where they were 15 years ago. They've been married for 15 years. They've had 2 children. Granted, he is the money maker, but Lisa has made some money. They've done things together. They've built what they have now as a couple. I understand why Lisa is fighting the prenup. I mean, and also Lenny's being an ass. I think the way that Lenny has handled this situation is horrible. Again, I know Lisa is annoying. I know Lisa can get on your good nerves. And I don't even know what it's like to live with Lisa. But I do feel like the way in which Lenny went about this divorce, I think was really nasty. And I think if you had handled it better, you probably wouldn't have no issues with Lisa. If you had went to Lisa and said, look, girl, I don't want to be married no more. But this is what I'm going to do for you. ... Okay? The kids, boom. You know, we're gonna get rid of this house, or we're gonna do it because they said that he's renting that house out now. I ain't mad at him. He probably renting that house out for double the mortgage. I ain't mad at you, bruh. But I just think the way he did it was just, it made her more bitter. It's already gonna be a bad situation. She was already gonna be bitter, and the way it went down just made it worse, in my opinion. Again, moving forward. So Lars is whining to Lisa about the fact that Gertie called her fake and how upset she was with Gertie. Lisa is like, look, I'm good with everybody except for Lenny. I ain't got no beef with nobody except for Lenny, okay? And then she got her new little boyfriend, her little boy toy child. Listen, if you like it, I love it, girl. If you like it, I love it. Now, Julia is with Martina. Thank God that Martina is better, and that Martina has she has come out the other side of her cancer diagnosis. But listen, Julia still irks me too, because she had that goat in that kitchen pooping all over the place. That's nasty. It's nasty. Ain't no way around. It's nasty. It's bad enough to have a dog, but a goat, first of all, in your kid pooping. But Martina is better. She said their relationship is better. They sort of just went through a rough patch, but it ain't nothing like, you know, having to deal with the possibility of losing somebody to make you realize how much you love them. So there's that. Now, Adriana, nope. We ain't get to her yet. Marisol, Alexia, and Kiki, they meet up and down, you know, they meet up for drinks or cocktails or what have you. And Alexia is letting Kiki and Marisol know, look, I want to bring the ladies together. I want us to have a New Horizon type situation. I want to have everybody over to my house, and I want us to just sort of make peace. Like, I want us to get to a good space, and I want us to make peace. Kiki says, well, what about Adriana? Are you going to bring Adriana? And Alexia said that she don't know if she's ready. She said, I don't know if I'm ready to deal with Adriana. I do want to sit down and have a conversation with Julia, but I don't. I don't know if I'm ready for Adriana. And Marisol point blank said, I'm not dealing with her. I don't want to be around her. I don't want to be in the same space that she's in. And Kiki said, listen, if you're having a New Horizons party and you say that we need to come together and move forward, then you kind of need to bring the whole group, or it's really just, it's nullified. Like you setting up for more bull. You know, it's sort of a nullified situation. Adriana also, Julia also said that Alexia was reaching out to her and checking on Martina, and she felt like she really was sincere. So, she said that she really does want to sit down with, Adriana. Alexia, golly, I want to keep bringing Adriana into this. So, Alexia and Julia sit down to talk. And they sort of clear the air. They clear the air, and she tells her that, she says, I feel like we laugh and joke when we're just by ourselves, and when other people are in the mix, it causes problems. Now, Julia feels like Marisol causes the problems. Alexia feels like Adriana causes the problems, but either way, they feel like the other person's friend causes the issues between them becoming friends. But they had a good lunch, and she said that she was having this New Horizon party, and she wanted to invite Julia and Martina. And she said, so, Julia said, well, are you inviting Adriana? And she was like, well, no, because Marisol's really not ready to be around her. And that is all Julia heard. Julia didn't hear nothing else after that, because now she's locked and loaded that Marisol is being selfish, and Marisol is putting her friend in a position where she has to choose. And, Alexia wants to make things better. Alexia wants to work through things, but because of her loyalty to Marisol, she's not going to do it. And she just thinks that that's messed up. And she told her the same thing Kiki said, like, listen, if you're trying to, move to a better space, how do you move to a better space when you're excluding somebody from the group? Like, it's causing a problem before we even get started. Now, let me rewind a little bit. When Gertie was talking to Dr. Nicole, she said that, when she had to get her pap smear, she had something came up, something abnormal, and so she had to go in for a biopsy. And Dr. Nicole was like, listen, all kinds of things can make it look, make your boobs do different things in the density. You can have scar tissue. That happened to me a couple of years ago. It scared the bejeebies out of me. I went to have my regular checkup. Y'all know what I'm talking about, breast exam. And baby, they needed me to come in again. They said they saw something that looked a little funny. And it's a scary thing to go through. And so we do see that happen. Lisa is going for her first deposition to start this process. We see her getting ready, and deposition basically is an interrogation, really, like she said. But she has to sit with Lenny's lawyers and go through all the different things. And I'm sure they call her all kinds of gold diggers, and you just want his money, and you never loved him anyway. Like, I'm sure it was all of that, because she's trying to contest the she ain't trying to, she's contesting the prenup. So I'm sure she was all kinds of gold diggers. She said it was a rough day, but it wasn't, it was doable, but it was rough. And I can only imagine. I'm sure it was. So we're getting ready for the party. I'm sorry, let me rewind. One last thing. Alexia tells Julia that she will sit down with Adriana. She said, I do want to try to see if we can get to a better place and work through some stuff. So we see them sit down. We see Alexia and Juliana. Golly! Adriana shows up with a white flag and a whole outfit with like peace signs, like hippie peace signs or whatever. And baby, Alexia is me. Alexia was like, girl, why you always gotta have a prop? She said, well, I just wanted to let you know that I come in peace. Alexia was like, she's like, I'm waving the white flag. Don't you know that means like, like peace? And she was like, girl, I ain't never been in no war. I don't know nothing about it. She said, listen, and they talked about what they needed to talk about. She does tell Alexia that that the guy she did appreciate the way the guy talked to her, and that it was, you know, a problem. They talked about the Frankie situation. She said, you know, after we had the reunion in New York, you went on a whole press tour about, once again, talking about Frankie. And she said, well, that was after you left your comment on social media. She said, but girl, first of all, you going to compare a bruise on your foot to a permanent brain injury? Like, why would you even do that? She said, and for real, like, let's be honest, was your foot even hurt? Now listen, Adriana, I don't believe your foot was hurt either, girl. I believe it probably hurt, but I don't believe it was all that you was making it out to be. Like, girl, you act like you was half crippled. Girl, it was not that serious. You did hurt yourself. I believe you hurt yourself. You tweaked your ankle. It probably was swollen up a little bit. Probably hurt a little bit. Do you realize that professional athletes play whole basketball games on broken ankles? I mean, girl, it wasn't that serious. Like, all that you was doing, and definitely not serious enough for you to compare it to Frankie. But Alexia goes on and invites her. You know, I guess she has a good enough feeling that she invites her. And damn it, if Adriana did not give us our first reunion clip of the season. She's in the car. Her, Kiki, and Julia are on their way to Alexia's house. And here go Adriana talking about something. Well, I just think that Alexia thinks that she's better than us. That she thinks because her husband's got money, that she can hold that over our head, and that she just thinks she's better than us. And Kiki and Julia are like, girl, no. And then Julia in her confessional, like, see, now I'm pissed off at Adriana because here I am bending over backwards trying to get her invited to the party. And here she is insulting Alexia before we even get out the car good. I said, see, Adriana don't mean y'all no good, okay? This is who she is. I don't even think this for the cameras. I think this is just who she is as a person. Like, that's just who she is. And y'all gonna keep trying because y'all gotta try to maintain something for this show. But she just not a nice person. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't with her. I can't. Now, Alexia calls Marisol to find out if she's coming to the party. Marisol finds out that Adriana is coming, and she was like, girl, no, I don't think I can do it. She said, well, listen, I really need you because Todd's not here. And she starts crying, and she's upset. She said Todd decided he didn't want to come to the party because he felt like the people was going to look at him funny, and they was going to basically clown him about his apology to Anthony. And he was like, these ain't your real friends. Like, this is not our... Basically, what he probably said to her was, girl, I ain't about to sit here and play for these cameras again. I done messed around and got embarrassed last season. I ain't about to sit here and play around with these cameras. These ain't even our real friends anyway. We don't hang out with them when the cameras ain't here. I'm going to go on about my business. I'll be back in a couple of hours when y'all are done with this song and dance. And we're going back to our regularly scheduled programming. Now, Alexia is upset. She crying and stuff. I don't know why she's so upset. If he don't want to be there, he ain't got to be there. I don't care. Bye. I don't understand why that bothered her so much, but who am I to tell her she can't be bothered by it or be upset by it, child? I don't know. So, she says, Marisol, I need you. She was like, Todd's not going to be here, and if you're not here, like, I really, really need your support. I really, really need you to be here for me. Marisol was like, girl, I don't know. That's the best I can tell you right now is I don't know if I'm coming. That's the best I got is I don't know. So, the party is here. I loved Alexia's dress. It was beautiful. And Marcus and Larsa were the first to show up. They act like they can't even stand across the room from each other. It was ridiculous. And then, excuse me. Then, Julia, Adriana, and Kiki show up. Gertie shows up. And before Gertie could get in the room good, Larsa, she's speaking to everybody. She's, like, not engaging Larsa. So I guess Larsa is like, I will not be ignored. So she runs up on Gertie and is like, why am I fake? Why did you call me fake? What did you say that I was fake? And she's getting loud and she's getting animated. And Gertie was like, look, she tried to explain to her why she felt like she was fake. And Larsa kept, coming back at her. And Gertie was like, you getting loud. Your volume is a little high. I'm going to need you to bring it down. And Larsa was like, I'm just matching your energy. I'm just matching your energy. Gertie was like, I'm not doing this. She said, I'm not doing this. And Gertie walks away. So that, that pissed Larsa off even more. Because she wanted that conflict. She wanted that moment. So Alexia calls all the ladies together. She gives her little speech about new horizons, and how she wants everybody to move past. Oh, Marisol shows up. Now, Julia, I don't understand why Julia was so upset. Julia was on one when Marisol showed up. She was like, oh, I thought she wasn't coming. Oh, I thought she wasn't coming. I don't understand why you mad that she... I could understand you being mad that she didn't come. But why are you mad that she came, Julia? I didn't understand that. I was a little confusion and I didn't understand it. So, she a little irritated that Marisol is there. But Alexia is going through her whole little speech and her new horizons or whatever. She was like, and I know you guys are worried about I know you guys are wondering where Todd is. Now, a few people did ask where Todd was. But girl, I don't feel like it was necessary for you to put it in your speech. I don't think it was that serious. She said, well, I don't know where he is either. So, of course, everybody's looking like, girl, what? She said, oh, no, we're not getting a divorce or anything. That's not, that's not what I mean. I'm just saying, he just didn't want to feel weird. So, he decided that, he didn't want to be here tonight. Girl. So, like, out of the clear blue sky, Julia decides to attack Marisol and say, you are the problem in this group. Marisol was like, girl, what? She said, you are the problem in this group. You caused the problems. You made Alexia feel bad about inviting Adriana. You didn't want her to invite Adriana. And then here you come showing up. And I was like, girl, what? And it turned into, so of course it turned into a whole yelling session because Marisol is like, girl, what is wrong with you? What are you talking about? She said, I'm here to support my friend. She was like, what do you mean? She said, I'm here to support my friend. And she said, the only reason why you came is because you knew we were all going to be here and you didn't want to be left out of it. She was like, girl, what you talking about? This is my best friend's house. I don't need no invitation to show up. I can come when I want to come. She was like, and then she said, Alexia, are you going to help me out here? And I said, oh, I see what the problem is going to be this season between the two of them. Because, baby, Alexia let her have it. And later on in the episode, Marisol told Alexia, like, what, girl, I needed your help back there. She said, listen, I feel like last season, I took all the heat. I just feel like I went against each one of these ladies last season one-on-one. I feel like, that was a one-on-one conversation. That was between you and Julia, and I let you handle it. Baby, Marisol don't like that. Because Marisol was like, well, the only reason why I'm here is to support you. And you didn't even have my back. Like, you couldn't even support me. Like, you didn't even have my back, baby. Alexia was like... Now, the guys got up and went outside. They was like, we don't want no parts of this. Dr. Nicole's boyfriend got up first. And then Marcus got up. And then Gertie's husband got up. So they were all outside. Alexia gave them cigars to smoke. They said, child, we are out on Todd's balcony smoking Todd's cigars without Todd. Like, where is Todd? Okay. Now, while this is going on, Gertie got up and actually told them to stop arguing. She was like, can y'all please stop? Like, this is what y'all like. Y'all like this dysfunction. Y'all like this drama. Like, I can't do it. And she storms off. So her husband went to go find her. And she was like, look, I'm ready to go. Like, I just can't do this. I'm ready to go. He was like, you sure? She was like, yeah, I'm good. He was like, you want me to get you a drink? She was like, I don't need another drink. I'm good. I just want to go. So Gertie leaves, and Larsa, again, is trying to talk to Gertie and trying to find out, why do you think I'm fake? Why do you think I'm fake? And Gertie pulls her aside, and Gertie says, girl, look, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. Just, I need you to be there for me. When I call you, I need you to come. When I call you, I just need you to be there. Like, I don't care about none of the rest of that. I ain't about to sit here and argue about it. I ain't going back over it. Just know that when I call you, just come. And Larsa was like, girl, what you talking about? And I probably would have been the same way, like, girl, what? What you mean when I call? Come, girl, what you talking about? So as they're leaving, Dr. Nicole was like, girl, you all right? And she said, why you asked me that? She said, because something off with your energy. What's going on? And everybody felt like something was off with Gertie, right? So in the final scene, we see Gertie with a couple of, I think it was like the day before, we see Gertie with her boys outside, and we found out that she got the call from the doctor saying that they saw cancer. So that's where the episode ended. Let me know what you guys think. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.